Key competency pillars for this certification. If you look at the certification has got primary 6 domains. We'll talk about it. But these are the so-called KPIs, right? It's like a key performance indicators within the respective result areas. So we have a result area which is PMO strategy and governance, right? PMO processes and methodologies, operations and reporting, business alignment and value delivery. Typically, the KPIs, metrics, dashboards, these are reporting and dashboards primarily to measure the execution results of the PMO, right? And whenever I talk about PMO, please understand it can be anything, portfolio program projects. Agile and hybrid PMO models, resource and capacity management, value realization benefits management, PMO implementation and optimization of the processes primarily and the tools, and actual tools, processes, framework, technology, analytics. Anything of this combination there. So these are the key pillars in terms of the result areas that can be measured through the key performance indices within the PMO. My experience in PMO, let me bring through this now. I'm an ex JP Morgan. I worked with JP Morgan and I helped in a global PMO. There are 3 types of PMO, if you know, right? One supportive, second controlling, and third directive. Supporting PMO will just do a kind of very basic level of documentation, basic level of checklist creation, or a kind of a small process, if at all. This is typically targeted when the company is very small. When the company grows, they realize there is a need for monitoring and control very closely over the period of time. So the company scales up and they move the PMO move from the supporting to controlling. At supportive level, PMO may not be a department, but 2, 3 people in a project manager coordinate together as a PM and create a kind of a PMO environment. But in monitoring control, yes, there is a definite BU which has been set up separately, who might be reporting to the project portfolio or delivery directors, right? And they try to produce the value through the measurements, through the monitoring control, setting up the metrics of measurement, etc. And when the companies literally grow up to the JP Morgan level, right? They have a very true directive level of PMO. Where what does it mean by directive level of PMO? Directive PMO meaning it's all the functions of project program portfolio report to that directive PMO. My experience in that company, we had a 6 business units, and every business unit has had its own PMO in each country, right? And all this were globally reporting to one central PMO who was reporting directly to Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon even today is the CEO of the company. And this structure was been so successful. Believe me, it is very difficult to build a structure and more than that to sustain the value of the PMO because it's a cost center. How do you justify the value? Right? So this certification, when you just go through this kind of a domain, 6 domains, which I'm going to talk about, and through these competencies, you feel that, wow, you are actually taking yourself mentally, physically, both to a higher levels of echelons. Believe me. When I worked in the 2 companies as in the directive PM, I felt a sigh of so not only satisfaction but a delight to work with them. Many challenges through, but I learned a lot.